Neymar has had a lot of criticism for his perceived diving. Now, is he a diver or is he getting rough treatment? Well, the stats say he, along with Diego Costa, is the most fouled player in La Liga, 31 against them both, and Neymar's played 215 minutes less than the Brazilian. Or should I say the Spaniard? Well, we'll come on to that in just a few minutes' time. Look at Lionel Messi at the bottom of that list. Just 8 fouls against him, and he's only played 25 minutes less than Neymar. My theory on that, maybe one, players have tried to kick Messi in the past. They know it doesn't work. And two, they just can't get close to him. But here's a selection of some of the treatment that Neymar has received this season. You can make your own mind up. But what do you think, Mars? Is he a diver or is he getting rough treatment?
I don't think he's a diver. We'll see in those images that he's being fouled very clearly. And especially the other day, he was made 2 penalties, 2 very clear penalties for me. I think
some of these are not given as a foul as well.
Yeah, of course. But I think he's just a light, lively, quick player who, whenever gets in contact with a defender who also doesn't go especially for the ball, gets the foul. It's very clear. There's no real secret behind that.
There's always something behind this, because I think we've all agreed, and the ones who are watching this, they would say, you know, diving. He hasn't got
Sometimes.
a very... Well, he certainly is not as strong in the lower part of the body as Kun Agüero or Messi, so it's easier to bring him down. And perhaps he exaggerates the fall, which makes people think that he's diving. But when there is when so many people embrace the diving debate, when everybody or many people are saying he's a diver and that's it, he's a cheat, you always wonder what's behind it. And you look at the people that professionals that have been accusing him of diving. Neil Lennon, who had a defender sent off, so he was upset. Jim, who, I'm not sure, I think he started saying that he was a diver, but then he just tracked back a little bit.
The Valladolid coach.
And somebody that when Leo Messi first appeared in the scene said, oh, theatre. Isn't it great theatre in Catalonia? Jose Mourinho on Messi, Jose Mourinho on Neymar. What is he scared of? He's not scared, but what is he trying to do? To give that impression that he's a diver, so to influence the referees and the fans and everybody else. I don't think he will succeed, but good try.
Graham, what's your opinion on
Well, it's worth throwing into the debate that his coach now, Martino, said that he has a playing style which draws fouls, not tries to exaggerate fouls, but he goes past players, he tricks them, sometimes he humiliates them, but he's also very direct. He's running at players an awful lot at the moment, which is committing teams, and that's the positive side of how Barcelona are opening up opponents more regularly. And I think that referees would need to be very, very brave. I think that he's not cheating. I think he's been harshly dealt with. But how many yellows and reds, if they begin to book all these challenges, a brave referee is going to be sending off a couple of players every game.
Well, but if they're fouls, that's what
I agree with that. I think it should happen. But how often do we look at referees and say, you're technically correct, but you're guarding your own marks?
And how do you deal as a centre-back in Spain if somebody stops with the ball, steps on it and goes like that? Well, you don't like that, do you?
Not only in Spain, nobody likes someone to do that in front of you, or to show that he's good enough as to pass you and to do the trick. But if it's a foul, it's a foul. So.
Yeah. Well, what do you make of his performance against Valladolid without Lionel Messi?
No, it showed that he has a great personality. I'm really impressed by this player. I didn't know much about him before he arrived to Spain. And it's not just the game and his ability inside the pitch. I think that he's also been able to fit into a philosophy of football, and also not just football itself, but the mentality of the players around him. He's humble, the way he talks, or whenever he says something. And it also goes with this thing we are talking about, him cheating or not cheating. I mean, he's behaving properly, and as a Barcelona footballer will do, if you like.
It's a hypothetical question, and perhaps a mischievous one as well, but would he blossom more if Lionel Messi wasn't around?
Well, probably because his influence in the game could be bigger. But Messi's going to be around, so he'll have to live with that. And again, and linking that with what I was saying before, he's arrived at Barcelona and being humble enough as to live under the shadows of Messi. He knows his place.
I had to ask the question, but Lionel Messi is Lionel Messi. I saw you two just cracking
Yeah.
up.
How quickly do we forget? And this is not you, but I hear it from other sources. It's like, oh, he should play in the centre. Maybe we should move Messi. That kind of thing. The guy has just arrived. He's got to knock the door down. Leo Messi's coming back. I'm sorry, Neymar, go to the wing, stay there for as long as you want, have another 100 games like that, and you may have a chance in the centre. Leo Messi, there's a reason why we're talking about the best ever, perhaps, but we like forgetting one game. Some do.
And I just think Lionel Messi played in that false number 9 position and Neymar coming in off the left.
But this was the
Dream
obvious
team
thing. That Neymar's profile, until arriving here, has been that he plays as a false 9, that he can drop into the 10 space, that he can come and pick up the ball off the toes of a Santos teammate or a Brazil teammate. It's where he's best. It's what he does brilliantly. And therefore, when they're both playing and Neymar has come through this teenage, this apprentice stage that Graham's talking about, then who gets the right to do what they want? Who tells him in 6 months, back to the wing, please? I think there are interesting times coming. And
what's fascinating is that Messi still got the facility to become the Messi that has been for the last few years. If injury-wise he's okay, but it will be at a point where he hasn't got that explosive pace. And then what do we do with Messi? And the theory goes that he will actually drop deeper, allowing that space for Neymar to intervene.